The American automotive landscape is in a period of rapid and, at times, turbulent change. Nowhere is this more evident than in the saga of the Dodge Hornet, a compact crossover that roared onto the scene with high hopes, but finds itself caught in a web of international politics, shifting consumer preferences, and evolving industry economics. What was once seen as Dodge's exciting entry into the competitive small SUV market is now facing an uncertain future, as U.S. tariffs slam the brakes on plans for its 2026 model year. The Dodge Hornet, first introduced for the 2023 model year, was supposed to be a breath of fresh air for the brand. Built in Italy at the Giambattista Vico plant near Naples, the Hornet brought a European flair to the Dodge lineup, combining Italian engineering with an American badge. Sharing its underpinnings and much of its design with the Alfa Romeo Tonale, the Hornet offered American buyers a choice between gasoline and plug-in hybrid powertrains. It promised peppy performance, modern technology, and the chance for Dodge to stake a claim in the increasingly important compact crossover market. But the road hasn't been smooth for this ambitious crossover. Despite a strong start in 2023, sales figures have taken a nosedive. In its first full year, Dodge sold over 20,000 units in the United States, a respectable number for a new model. However, 2025 has been a different story. Sales for the first half of the year plummeted by 52%, dropping to just 5,647 vehicles from over 11,700 in the same period of 2024. The second quarter was even grimmer, with only 1,539 Hornets finding homes, a staggering 64% drop. While the entire automotive market has faced challenges, from high interest rates to economic uncertainty, the Hornet's struggle seems particularly acute. At the heart of this latest setback is the United States' decision to impose a 25% tariff on European-built vehicles. For a car like the Hornet, which rolls off the line in Italy, this is a potentially devastating blow. Stellantis, the parent company of Dodge, has now delayed production of the 2026 model year Hornet as it evaluates how these tariffs will impact costs and profitability. The company has not provided a new production start date, leaving the Hornet's future hanging in the balance. It's a stark reminder of how international politics can ripple through industries, reshaping the products that ultimately end up in American driveways. The Hornet's situation is even more striking when compared to its twin under the skin, the Alfa Romeo Tonale. Despite being nearly identical mechanically, the Tonale starts at a higher price, around $36,535, compared to the Hornet's entry price of $29,995 for the GT trim with a 2.0-liter engine. The plug-in hybrid R/T Plus variant tops out at $47,485. While Dodge benefits from brand recognition and a reputation for performance among American buyers, the Tonale's more premium positioning and higher price have limited its appeal. Alfa Romeo sold only 3,383 Tonales in the United States last year, highlighting the uphill battle European imports face in a market that remains intensely price-sensitive. Beyond price tags and tariffs, there's another layer to the Hornet's challenge. The market for compact crossovers is ferociously competitive, with strong offerings from Japanese, Korean, and American brands. Buyers in this segment often prioritize value, fuel economy, and practicality over brand loyalty or heritage. While the Hornet brought sporty styling and solid technology to the table, it's been competing in a crowded space where even a small misstep can mean a big drop in sales. Add in higher interest rates and economic caution among buyers, and it's not hard to see why the Hornet is struggling to maintain its momentum. The impact of tariffs, however, stretches well beyond the Hornet. Stellantis has also made cuts elsewhere in its lineup, recently confirming that the Charger Daytona R/T, produced in Canada, will not return for the 2026 model year. This leaves only the Scat Pack trim in Dodge's lineup of upcoming electric muscle cars, signaling a leaner approach as the brand navigates both the EV transition and the complexities of international trade. For a company known for bold, brash vehicles, the current climate demands cautious calculations. For American consumers, the story of the Hornet serves as a vivid illustration of how the vehicles they drive are shaped not just by design teams and engineers, but by the invisible hand of geopolitics and trade policy. A car might look sleek in a showroom, but factors like tariffs can determine whether it makes financial sense for a company to sell it at all. The Hornet, with its Italian roots and American badge, finds itself at the center of this global chess game, its fate tied to decisions made in Washington and Brussels as much as those made in Auburn Hills, Michigan. While Stellantis has yet to officially cancel the Hornet's 2026 model year, the signs are ominous. The company's cautious language about assessing the effects of U.S. tariff policies suggests that if the numbers don't add up, the Hornet could vanish from the lineup altogether, at least until trade conditions improve. In the meantime, plenty of 2024 and 2025 models remain in dealer inventories, a reminder of both the Hornet's initial promise and its current predicament. Whether the Hornet ultimately survives this turbulent period remains to be seen. But its story is a powerful reminder that the automotive world is about much more than cars. It's also about politics, economics, and the delicate balance between global ambition and local realities. For American buyers, the next time they walk into a showroom, they might spare a thought for the Dodge Hornet, the little crossover that dared to go global but found itself stalled by forces far beyond the highway.